Hello and welcome to our 5 minutes with Ekaterina tips and tricks during the language learning. Probably you have noticed that for a long while I didn't create any videos on this topic. That was because I thought that there's so much information online. You have a lot of blogs, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of input information that it wouldn't be a problem to figure out how would you learn, what is the best ways. And right now I have new students and when I'm talking to them, I suddenly realized that the problem is that there is too much information outside, and a person who just starts to learn a language, or even who continues learning a language, feels so overwhelmed with this information. It leads only to frustration, and people just don't know whom to listen. Also, there's so many advertisement and all the companies that just trying to attract new clients, and they are posting all this stuff that you don't really need to know or would be slowing your learning process. That's why I decided to go back to these videos, and right now I want to talk about the ways to learn language. How people do usually learn a language. The first way is hiring a teacher and giving the teaching process just in the hands of the professional. If you find a good professional, that is the best way. I just want to point it out, only if you are able to find a good teacher. Sometimes it's an expensive way because good teachers, they know their price list, and beginners teachers, sometimes again that's not always true. They just don't know all these methods, they just don't know what works well, what works not that well. But the easiest way is finding a teacher, and the teacher will help you. But not everybody has this resource, not everybody can pay a teacher, or not everybody can schedule the classes with a native speaker, or even if you're living in a small village or a small town, you couldn't find the speaker of your target language in your place. That is how we come into online resources. And again, there are so many of them. There are YouTube videos, there are special apps for your phone, there are kind of textbooks with audios, there is a language exchange on different websites, movies, radio, podcasts, all this information. So what does work the best? Answering the question briefly, if you want to learn a language by yourself, find a good textbook with audio. Simple or boring or bad? I don't know. For me, as a language teacher, that is the best way. Why? Because in the textbook, if it's a good textbook, the information is given in structured way according to your level. People who are writing the textbooks usually are experienced teachers that saw many students in their life. And they know what kind of difficulties will meet people learning a language in different level. So they're designing the books addressing these difficulties. If you're a beginner, they will enlarge your vocabulary gradually. They will use the technique of spaced repetition. They will repeat the words from the first topic and the third topic, from the third topic and the 10th topic. And they are based on their personal experience. They have so many students, or they had so many students, that they know approximately how the learning process works. Of course, it's individual, but textbook is the average way of dealing with the problems you will sooner or later meet during your language process. So if you want the shortcut, take a textbook for your level, find a good textbook with the good reviews from teachers for your level, buy it or download it for free. There are lots of good textbooks, probably not of this year, but from previous years, that are already online for free with audio, and just follow these topics. And when you follow the certain topic in the book, just look at the topic and go to YouTube, find the supplementary video, go to the podcast, find the supplementary video, go to the grammar website, do the exercises connected to your textbook if you want to expand your knowledge. It can be one topic 1 week or one topic 2 weeks, but this is the best and most effective way for me to learn a language by yourself. And now lots of you will tell me, what about the apps like Lingoleo, Duolingo, and there's a long list of other apps you can possibly name. They're very good for fun. My answer is, if you want to have fun and not really focused on learning the language, not really focused on results the language will bring you, just want to grab some vocabulary here and there and make it entertaining, yes. But if you do want to master a language, it's not enough. The app is not enough, and the app, it makes your learning process longer. You will have more fun, but it will take you forever. I'm not mentioning that lots of people just quit and they're using the app somewhere in the middle, but I'm talking about people who actually finished all this app program and they cannot speak on A2 level or on any promised level. Almost never if you're only using the app. So you're trying to trick yourself and you're kind of telling, oh, there's an easy way, I'll just use this app and everything will be fine. That's not true. The apps wouldn't help you. You can use them as supplementary, but not as the main resource, not as the main, goal. The next one is to find a language partner by yourself. Again, why it should be only supplementary, why I'm not a fan, unless you're paying for the classes. So again, I told you that the best way is to find a teacher. The second way is to find a textbook. The apps would be kind of supplementary, but they wouldn't help much. They will make it longer and you will deceive yourself thinking that you're doing a great job. In fact, you're just spending your time on the app. And the language partners, it's very difficult to find a language partner who will constantly, all the time, once a week or twice a week, talk to you in your target language. People have their own job. If it's not paid, if it's not scheduled, they will be late or they will lose the motivation. I started talking to language partners multiple times. It's never that helpful as taking the paid course, for example. So if you want to go this way, it will be longer again, because half of your time you will need to teach the person your native language, and you need to be patient enough, you need to be a teacher in some way. But the second downside is that anytime the person might quit. And then again, it's very useful if you have the textbook you follow with different language partners. You can just say, oh, I read this article in the textbook, or I read this, let's discuss this way. You just need to have your structure, you need to have your plan in your head. And again, in the textbook there would be a plan. So language partner solemnly wouldn't help. Then as for videos are very helpful, but they only help you to listen. And if you're using subtitles will make you read, so they will train your reading, not your listening. You need to find a video which you can understand like 60% of it or even more. The podcasts are very helpful. Podcasts with the text are more helpful. You can read and listen at the same time, and you're not focused on the picture. It's not like you're watching movies. So I would say that podcast with the script will be more beneficial than the video with subtitles. And reading books, I like this method a lot, but when you're reading, you're only training your vocabulary, you're only training your reading. It will be good too. So going back to the ways you can improve your language, to the shortcuts, the only shortcut I see is to find a good textbook with a good audio and follow this textbook. Let me know, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with this? And what is your opinion? What is your ideas behind this? Thank you very much for watching. Also let me know if you like this tips and tricks part of my channel and if I should develop them more. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to meet you very soon. Goodbye.